What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. This is part 4 of the No Fluff series. So today this is about packaging. So I pretty much got all our packaging right here. Talking about zipper bags, poly bags, boxes, card holders, cards, everything that we use for our packaging. I'm gonna show you guys here, and I'm gonna give you guys prices. I'm gonna give you guys who we got them from, pretty much giving you guys the sauce about shipping time and cost per unit and everything that you need to know to make better decisions on your packaging. I've seen a lot of brands neglect packaging. I don't know if it's either they can't afford it or they just don't take the time to try to brand their stuff better. It's super important to take the time and to pay the money to get customized branding. Now, I understand that everybody ain't running around here with $1 million budgets.
I can't eat. I'm broke.
But if you have the money and you can afford it, then you need to be spending extra money on your customized packaging. That's your mailers, that's your zipper bags, or any type of custom feel that you can give to your customer when they get your package and are like, oh, I like this brand, right? That stuff sticks with them. There's a reason why Louis V, you see people literally keeping Louis V boxes. If Louis V sent their stuff in a clear little plastic film or whatever, nobody would keep that. They're throwing that in the trash. Louis V does a great job of branding themselves as this super luxurious brand. It makes you feel like luxury when you wear their stuff. And it's the same thing that you should be trying to get to your customers. Whatever type of brand that you are, you might be a streetwear brand, you might be a luxury brand, you might be a athleisure brand. There's different types of brands, but at the same time, you need to be putting something in your packaging to stand out from everybody else. There's so many clothing companies out there. Everybody's selling clothes nowadays. So what is gonna make you stand out from all the other people that's selling clothes? I can tell you now, I've bought from a couple small brands and I got their package. It was in like a normal USPS package, and then I pulled it out and it was just in a clear plastic little bag. And yeah, I wear it. Yeah, it's nice. I bought it because it's nice, but at the same time, I don't think about the brand anymore. You should be trying your best to get these people to think about your brand. You should have them excited about your next drop. Give them something to come back to, right? I'm sure you see it all the time on social media where people are like posting on their story about a gift that they got from a company or something that they bought. They're taking a picture of the packaging, and they take a picture of the packaging and they're tagging the business. One, that's free marketing. And two, they are feeling a certain type of way when they open their package and it's in a nice box. You know, it has a card in it. It has something different than every other clothing brand out there. I'm telling you, if you take the time and get creative with your packaging, and I'm not going out there saying that you have to spend hundreds of dollars on this type of custom box or this type of custom, tape or whatever. Spend within your budget. If it makes sense, then do it. If you can't do it, if you really can't afford it, then don't do it, right? You can build up to that. But if you can afford some custom packaging, then you need to be spending money on some custom packaging. First thing that we have here is our zipper bags, pretty basic zipper bags. Like I'm saying, you don't have to go over the top with this stuff. You really don't. Our colors are black and white. This is just a matte bag, white writing, got our logo right there. Has some other stuff, designed all the stuff in Canva. And this is our zipper bag. I mean, there's really nothing more to it. It was actually really cheap. This zipper bag cost us $80 for 100 pieces. This is not that expensive. So we got this from Apparel, and they actually do our clothes as well. This is one of the manufacturers that I put in my manufacturer video. If you haven't seen that, I'll probably put a little thing up here, or you can just see it in the link in the description. You can go check that video out talking about the different manufacturers that we use. Our manufacturer does our clothes, they handle our zipper bags, and it cost us $80 for 100 pieces. If we would have paid $180, it would have been 500 pieces as well. So the size of it is a 14 by 18. This thing fit our jackets in it, so it can definitely fit more things. Jackets, shirts, maybe pants. I believe pants can probably fit in here too. This is like a nice size for us, and this is what we're gonna use. It fits everything nicely. Next up, we have our poly mailer. So this is just like a black poly mailer. We designed this on Canva as well. Has our website at the bottom. This folds over, so it'll be like our little logo right there on the back side as it folds over. Now, I don't really like this poly mailer. I really don't. The black looks not black and light. I mean, it's black, but it kind of has like a tint of blue in it. That's a printer problem. Now we got these from Sticker Mule and we paid $220 for 100 of these, which is actually insane. Won't do that again, 100%. Now we got it fast. Obviously Sticker Mule was here in the States. So we got these fast within like a couple days, but at the same time, they're just super expensive. You need to go overseas to get your poly mailers. If you can, if you want to, I would say. I'm not gonna tell you what you need and what you don't need to do, but this was expensive. $220 for literally 100 bags. That's way too much. We actually found a manufacturer on Alibaba, and I'll put the picture on the screen of what we are paying for our new poly bags that we're gonna get. And they're like black UV. You can see it's gonna be black on black. We're paying for 1,000 pieces for $200. So that's a big discount from what we paid. And we're getting some bigger poly mailers, size 24 by 28, and those are gonna be $260, and that was 1,000 too. So we're in total getting 2,000 pieces of these poly mailers, and that's great. We're spending more money than we did with Sticker Mule, but we're getting 1,900 more than what we paid Sticker Mule, and that's what we want. And the reason why we're getting bigger bags is because we ran into a problem where we were selling our hoodies and somebody bought multiple, and we only had this poly bag, and this is a 14 by 5 by 19. Essentially, it can fit a hoodie. We didn't keep an account of if somebody orders more. And we ran into that problem. Somebody ordered more and we actually had to go and send it in a box. Not gonna make that mistake again. It's good to have different size packaging for things like that. Next up on our list, we have these card holders and the metal card that comes with it. This thing, I wanted to give people kind of like a certificate. You know, we're a luxury Christian brand. That means we need to elevate stuff, right? Everything needs to be elevated. So we went with these card holders. So it's embossed here, as you can see. And then you can slide this thing out and it's gonna have our metal card here. Now, I love this. I remember when I bought like some Alexander McQueen's and they came with like a card certificate. And I was like, okay, like this is nice. It makes you feel like you purchased something. So this is why we went with that. And this is our metal card. This thing is 0.5 millimeter thickness. There is also a 0.8 millimeter thickness card itself is sturdy. You know, it's nice. It gives that elevated vibe to it. It's engraved on the front, and then we also have the black UV print on the back. It's a nice little touch, especially if you are a luxury brand. So these metal cards cost us $330, so they're $1.10 a piece. They also have 100 MOQ plus $72 to ship. And we bought 300 pieces and they came in like 6 to 9 days, which is great. So that's shipping time. Production time probably took maybe 2 weeks. I would definitely be doing business with them again. So the holder itself that holds the card costs us $167 plus a $50 to ship. And that's for 300 pieces. So that's roughly 56 cents a piece. I think they took probably 2 weeks to make everything. So that came fairly quickly as well. And that's another MOQ of 100. So that's that. So this is just a nice little thing to incorporate in packaging. Next up, we got our luxury boxes. So this thing took forever to get here. Now this thing holds hats. We're selling nice luxury hats. So we had to get nice luxury boxes. Couldn't send a hat in a little mailer, nothing like that, right? It had to get to the customer and not be all deformed and stuff like that. I've bought some hats from like different companies online, which I never do anymore. I'm like traumatized from it. I literally never buy hats online anymore because the times I did buy hats, they would literally send it in a poly mailer. You know, the poly mailer is getting thrown around, you know, stuff stacked on top of it, whatever. Like, and every time I've ordered a hat online, it always comes like deformed. So I was like, if I'm selling hats online, it has to come in a box because I want it to stay the same shape. So this is a magnetic closed box. It's pretty nice. You know, it has our saying, where fashion meets faith, and then has like a silk lining on the inside. For the prices of this box, fairly cheap. I've literally asked around to so many different manufacturers about their boxes and everything was expensive. I tried to get it here in the States and just forget about it. I mean, they are literally charging you almost $10 a box, which is insane. And that adds up very quickly. This thing right here, we believe is going to elevate the feel of our brand. It's super nice quality, nice rigid box, sturdy. The dimensions of this box, and I'll show you guys if you guys want to sell hats, and this is something that you guys want to do as well. 9 inches in length, 8 inches wide, and the height is 6 inches. I always like carry around this like little measuring tape thing. And I mean, how I did it, I literally just put a hat down. Okay, I was like, measure it out. Okay, this is 9, I went width, okay, 8, then I went height, right? So I'm like, okay, this is roughly what I need. And then I took that, asked around, came up with this box. These boxes cost us $680, and it cost us $160 to ship as well. We bought 200 of them. So that's like $6.08 a piece, which is fairly cheap. I can tell you that because I have been around asking a lot of manufacturers, probably over 30, 40, maybe 50 manufacturers, just talking to them, getting prices, comparing things. This was the cheapest and the best quality. Now, this took ever to get here. It did. It took literally 4 weeks from the time that they shipped it for it to get to my office. Now that is a long time. I like them, but I do know now that if I need more boxes, I need to order this stuff ahead of time. This stuff takes a long time for them to make and for you to get it. So you really gotta plan ahead. And their MOQ is also 100. And honestly, that's pretty much all you guys would need, right? Now that I showed you guys our boxes, we actually have to put this box in another box so it can be shipped out, right? We won't ship this, just slap a sticker on it and just ship it to somebody. No, we actually gotta put a box in a box. Uline is a great company. They are an American-based company. This is where everybody gets all of their business supplies. They literally have it all. So you come over here and go get your boxes, right? I'm gonna get my sizes. So I know my box is 9 by 8 by 6. So I need a bigger box that this can fit in, right? So I need a box that has a little room. So I'm gonna add 2 inches to every one. So let's do 11 by 10 by 8. So the closest thing we have is 11 by 11 by 8. That looks like it's gonna be able to fit our box. 100 pieces, which you have 100 hats, it's gonna cost us $136. And that's great, that's affordable. And I know some people may ask, why are you getting it from Uline instead of, on Alibaba or something like that? Well, when you put in the count, making boxes, yeah, getting boxes over there is cheaper, but at the same time, shipping the boxes is gonna be expensive. So now that we have that, I'm gonna get our big box, right? So we have our giant poly mailers where if people order multiple different clothes and stuff like that, we can all put it in one big poly mailer. But what if somebody orders a hat, a couple jackets, socks, stuff like that, right? So it's like, I need a bigger box. So I can simply just put, our box next to each other, and I can put our zipper bag next to each other, and I can figure out the dimensions, length, width, and height, and come up with a decent sized box that I can fit all these different things in, right? So I can come back in here and we'll go, let's go 24 by 20 by like 10. And there we go. That's a perfect size. It's gonna cost us about $440. That's how you basically do it. I mean, it's pretty simple. Just get your measurements and make sure you have things to put just a regular one order in, whether it be box or a poly mailer. Then you need to have, a bigger poly mailer if you have customers that are ordering multiple things so it all can fit. Or if you have like rigid stuff that, need to be protected by a box, then you need to get bigger boxes. It needs to be done, right? I want to get this box to somebody in pristine condition. You come over here to Sticker Mule and get you some packaging tape, right? So it's like, okay, now I have a box. And as you can see, when you get Amazon boxes and you get different boxes, their tape is branded. You see that and it's like, this is Amazon. You want to do the same thing. You can get regular tape, don't get me wrong. If you don't have the means to do it, you can get regular tape and tape it up and send it off. I like the brand stuff, as you can tell. It's strong and it's branded. And I like it, and it's fairly cheap. I mean, you can get 100 feet for $20. I mean, that's good. We'll probably go with the 1,500 feet for $120. That's a decent price, right? That's a good price. Sticker Mule does a lot of other things. They did our poly mailers. Don't recommend though because they are super expensive, and I recommend just getting your poly mailers from overseas. but the tape is fairly priced. And if you want stickers and stuff like that, they have other things like that for stickers as well. Look, I hope this video was helpful. This is basically the essentials that you would need for any type of packaging. I understand that there's a lot more different packaging custom options that you can get out there. I would suggest just going to Alibaba and literally just typing in packaging and just sit on there and just scroll through stuff, get prices for things, get inspiration from things, and really try to take your brand to the next level. If you have the option to customize and brand stuff, brand it all, because you want to leave a good impression on your customers and you want them to keep coming back. You want them to keep ordering from your brand and resonate with your brand. We as a brand ourselves, you know, we want people to be keeping our boxes like, you know, they keep Louis V boxes, right? We want our brand status to be everywhere like that, where literally people are taking pictures of our packaging, tagging us on Instagram, being proud, showing off that, you know, they ordered from our brand. And to do that, one, you have to have high quality product and high quality branding. So take your branding serious, take your packaging serious, take your brand to the next level. If you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Man, subscribing actually helps this video get out to more aspiring brand owners like yourself. If you're running a brand or if you're trying to start a brand, this is going to help somebody. You guys can leave comments. I can help you guys as much as I can. You can join my Discord, ask as much questions as you want, and we can build our brands together. I appreciate y'all being here. With that being said, I'll see y'all in the next one.